Hey collective, welcome guys. I hope you're having a great weekend so far. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about karma. I keep getting the word karma over and over again in my mind in this like sense of sort of like reaping what you've sown. And I feel like we need to explore it with the cards today. So I don't know if this is your energy or if this is the energy of somebody who's around you. But I feel like this is something that needs to be explored with tarot today. Tarot's got something to say about karma. Interesting. So we have fire. So fire represents that ignition. This is like action. This is like power. I don't know that this is necessarily a positive thing here. So it might even be somebody getting burned. We also have a moon, which represents darkness. So moon, it does encourage you to explore sort of dark feelings or whatever, those deeper emotions, to be able to express them, be able to work through them. There's not the vibe that I get from this card today, though. It's tied to this fire card. This is like somebody getting burned by secrets that they kept. I'm gonna pull some more here. So we have hearth. Hearth represents comfort. It's like the home, representing sort of your home, your safe place, something that you felt was safe. This might be something that happened in somebody's childhood. Or this might be something that happened within somebody's home situation, keeping secrets from others in their home. And it might have even had an impact on the home life, and maybe something came to an end there, or there was some sort of a split. We have air. Air represents motion. So this is like things are going to be taking place, like actions are going to be happening. This is part of this fire. This is part of this action that's coming. And this fluidity of things being ever changing, this motion moving forward, moving on. But somebody's going to get burned. I just keep getting that impression from the fire card, and I've never had that impression before from this card. This is part of this karma. Somebody is going to get burned by something that happened, some sort of a secret that was kept, something dark that happened, and it was in the home life in some sort of way. And we also have the biome, which represents this connection, everything being connected, and this is reaping what you've sown. This person put this energy out into the world. And now they're going to be feeling it. Now it's coming back to them. This is this motion from air. They've sent it out into the world, and now it's coming back. So let's see what the tarot cards have to say about these. And we're going to use this deck today. I felt drawn to it. When I saw the word karma in my mind, I got pulled straight to this deck. So this is the deck that we need to use to clarify this read today. So the death card represents transition. So closing the chapter on one door while opening another. And this might be something from the past coming back, a door that somebody thought was closed, that some ending that they thought, or an end of some sort of a chapter is now coming back, something they thought was hidden, something they thought that they had moved on from. Now it comes back, though. This is the time for this transition. This is the time that this person is going to pay their dues on whatever this was, and then the chapter is going to come to an end. We have the Four of Cups as well. So the Four of Cups represents an emotional indifference, an emotional detachment. And this is part of this darkness. This is part of this Hearth card. This is part of what happened. I don't want to say it's a lack of conscience, but it's like a disregard for the feelings of others and how their behavior affected other people as well. And justice. So exactly what we're talking about, right? Something coming back around to bite somebody. Somebody's going to get burned by something they did in the past. This is justice. The scales of justice are going to be balanced here. This is the universe at work bringing this back around too. The universe and spirit has a hand in this one. The Five of Swords, somebody was selfish. This is part of this darkness, this selfish, doing something. It's a win at the cost of others. It was something that fed their ego. It was something that they found rewarding in some way, shape, or form, or there was some kind of a payoff for them. but it came at the cost of somebody else, and it ties into this Hearth card. So it it was at the cost of someone in the home life, whether this was their spouse, their children, their entire family. This is what they put at risk. This is who they damaged so that they could have what they wanted. We also have the Fool card. The Fool card brings a new perspective. And that's part of what this is. This is part of what karma is going to bring about. And this person realizing that this is coming back to bite them in the ass. And they have nobody to blame but themselves, because they were the ones who chose the behavior. The Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands usually represents good news on the way. It's not good news for this person, but it is good news for someone, because somebody is going to be getting justice. The people who were affected in this Hearth card by this person's actions, they're going to be getting some justice. This is where the good news fits in. And the Seven of Pentacles. So again, just reaping what you've sown, right? As this person contributed to this situation. This person's actions dictated this situation. They brought it all about by their own choices, and now they're going to reap the harvest of it. We also have the Hermit card. So the Hermit card is all about that time alone for introspection and maybe getting a new perspective. I'm bringing all of this forward, and this person having to pay for what they did, this person being held accountable for what they did in some way, shape, and form, might give them a chance to think. It might give them a chance to consider other people's feelings, how their actions hurt other people. This might be somebody who can figure this out. This might be somebody who then feels bad about what happened and would like to make amends. Might be. They definitely are going to have this option of the Hermit card, of having time to contemplate their actions. The Emperor. So this Emperor does usually represent success in this read. He was the head of the household. That's what he's speaking to in this read. This Emperor represents this person who's going to get burned. It's like they had it all. They were successful. They were sort of on top of it all. Like, people looked up to them. People admired them. But there was this darkness inside them. They gave in to whatever this darkness was, hurting the people around them. We also have the Three of Cups, which represents happiness and celebration. This can also represent a third party, guys. And this might be part of what they did. This might be part of their secret. They might have stepped outside a relationship and involved a third party in it. This Three of Cups, in terms of happiness and celebration, when I see those words in my mind, I get pulled back to the Hearth card. So this is part of that justice. This is part of the people who were hurt being able to have some sort of retribution, some sort of finality, some sort of balancing of the scales. And we also have the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords does represent heartbreak. There are three swords there, so again, we're dealing with threes, and there might be a third party involved here too. This third party, though, guys, this could even just be that there was a child involved. This doesn't necessarily mean that there was an affair. It might be, but it might be in the home life. Maybe there was a child there. So there were many hearts that got broken in this situation. I have the Six of Swords, which represents sort of moving on, moving from stormier times to calmer ones. This is part of this justice, the scales being balanced. Somebody's been carrying this weight for a while, but being able to confront this person on what happened, this person being held accountable for what happened, is going to bring forward a very positive change in somebody's life, who the Hearth card represents. That's where that justice is going to be. This person is going to be allowed a chance for validation, a chance for healing, a chance for finality, and a chance for that balance and that moving forward. And the Ten of Wands, which represents feeling overwhelmed, feeling overburdened. I get pulled back to the Emperor card. I don't know if he's been carrying what happened like a burden, or if it's a burden from others that's now going to be placed on his shoulders. I feel like there's different situations here. For some, this person, whatever this is, has been a burden to them, because there is a duality. I am an empath. I sense energies. I sense emotions from these cards. And I sense a duality here, that we're speaking to different situations. And in some, I sense that whoever this emperor was actually does have a conscience. And all of this stuff, this darkness, these secrets have been weighing very heavily on this emperor. So even though karma is coming about and this emperor might get a kick in the ass, he might actually welcome it on some level, because to him it's going to feel like some sort of a balancing, like somehow he's able to sort of pay back for what he did, for the feelings that he hurt. On the flip side of that, I feel like there are others who don't have a conscience about what happened. They're probably going to be pissed off that this is coming back around and this justice, and there will be a weight put on their shoulders. They're going to be held accountable for what they did. And the Two of Wands is choosing a path. And this is for this emperor. This is this emperor choosing a path, choosing how to view what is happening. Like I said, there's a duality here. So some of these emperors are going to choose to gain a new perspective. Some of these emperors are going to choose to make amends in some way, shape, or form, because they do have a conscience and they do feel bad about what happened. Other emperors are going to choose a different path. They're going to choose to blame the people in this Hermit card for this justice that came back around. They're going to feel burdened by having to own up to their truth, to their actions. Either way, this karma, this balance that's coming about is going to be a positive thing for those that the Hermit card represents. It's going to allow them that chance, like I said, for validation, that chance for balance, that chance for finality, that chance to move forward and really close the door on whatever chapter this is in their life, and be able to start to process and release some of those emotions that are going with this emperor because of the actions that he chose. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed the read. Feel free to comment. I do love hearing from you guys, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.